Hello everyone, Seago here, and today I got the Protection Paladin guide for 7.3. Couple notes, this is a quicker guide. I'm not going to go into details about the abilities or what points you should put into your artifact. You should know this by now, and plus artifact, you're pretty much going to fill it instantly day one if you just hit 110 now, because of how they change things. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Protection Paladins. Couple things they have changed in 7.3 for Protection Paladins, or Prot Paladins, I'll start calling them, is first off, all damage increased by 8%. Now that comes out with a trade-off. Seraphim has been nerfed to a 45-second duration. I think it had... No, they haven't changed anything else, never mind. But yeah, Seraphim has been nerfed to 45 seconds. But the Bulwark of the Silver Hand, which is your... I didn't want to turn around like that. Which is your... Let's turn the music off too. That's not what I wanted. Which is your trait in your artifact. That's this one right here. They increased the armor by 15%. It was 20%, now it's 35%. So those are the changes in... for Prot Paladins in 7.3. Let's go ahead and look at your stats now. For stats... what you really want to do is there's two ways you can pretty much build this. You can build a survivability, or you can build DPS. Survivability, you would go haste, versatility, mastery, then critical strike. DPS, you would go haste, critical strike, mastery, then versatility. As you can see, I have more of a DPS build right now, which probably isn't wise because of Killjaden. Killjaden is not great for Prot Paladins. I forgot to mention this at the start, but Prot Paladins are middle of the pack right now, and some fights hurt them a lot than other fights. Killjaden being the one where I would be surprised to see a lot of guilds take Protection Paladins in like a mythic setting. I mean, they can get the job done. It's just, it's harder for them than it is, say, a Blood DK or Bear or a Brewmaster. Prot Paladins, they have a bunch of smaller cooldowns, but they technically all add up to a couple big ones. But I'm getting off the point. But those are your two ways you can build your stats. I'm in more DPS, mainly because I use this more for alt runs and questing and mythics. I'm hoping to maybe change this to my main when on Taurus the Burning Throne comes out. That's the new raid, because I do love my Paladin. I mean, just look at her. Look at her. Anyway, talents. Couple ways you can build your talents to you. So, let's see here. I'm trying to make sure I got this right. Anyway, Blessed Hammer, First Avenger. This one is up to you. I go Blinding Light for most of it. Either Blessing of Spell Warding or Cavalier, which grants you 2 Divine Seed charges. Hand of the Protector. This one is changed. I'm using Consecrated Ground, because that is what like we used to use, but it's now up to either Ages of Light or Judgment of Light. And I believe Ages of Light is the better choice because, yeah, it's pretty much a raid cooldown. That's what I thought. Yeah, it channels an Ages of Light that protects you and all allies standing within 10 yards behind you for 6 seconds, reducing all damage taken by 20%. So yeah, I'm gonna go choose that one now. And you have this one, since they nerfed Seraphim, Righteous Protector isn't bad, because Shield of the Righteous reduces the remaining cooldown of Light of the Protector, avenging Wrath by 3 seconds. Last Defender isn't that great, but it's Seraphim or Righteous Protector. I'm probably, honestly, just stick with Seraphim. That's about it. Let's go ahead and look at your Force set and your legendaries. So let's look at legendaries first. Your best legendaries are... Let's see. I think it's... Where is it? Where are you? Okay, I found you. Sorry, I had a list I wrote out here, and I couldn't find my list of best in slot legendaries. Pillars of Inmost Light is pretty good. Eye of Terror deals 300% increased damage and has 20% reduced cooldown. Chains of Theron is a good DPS cooldown. It also increases your healing when Avenging Wrath is activated. Legs are good. It increases Avenger's Shield's damage by 20% and jumps to more targets. Cephuse is a good Mythic plus 1. Helmet isn't bad because it gives you another Light of the Protector charge. This is a pretty decent in AoE boss fights because it reduces your Guardians of the Ancient Kings every time by 3 seconds every time Avenger's Shields hits a target. And that's pretty much your best ones. So the High Lord gives you Holy Shield, which isn't bad, so you could technically use that too. And this one just decreases the damage done by taken by 4% when you're standing in Consecration. Again, not bad, not bad at all. So those are pretty much they're all decent. Like, I don't really care for most of the legendaries for Prot Paladins because they all seem kind of meh compared to the other tanks. You can always go Trinket. Trinket isn't a bad choice too. Care Squeak. Anyway, that's it for that. For your sets, right now we're in Tomb of Sargeras. You pretty much want the 4 set. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 set and 4 set are both pretty good. Judgment increases your chance to get an Avenger Shield back up. That's about it for that. Again, not too bad. For the next tier, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want 4 set again. Yeah, pretty much. It's a boring tier set, but it's gonna increase your survivability. And I think there's a couple bosses and on Turris that hit pretty hard, if I recall in some of those PTR fights correctly. Anyway, that's it for that. Let's go ahead and look at rotation. Oh, he's right here. Rotation's pretty simple. I would say technically there's 2 ways you can use a rotation, but I'm going to show you probably my favorite way to do the rotation, and especially since you have the 4 set, this is I have the 4 set, so this is the way I have to do it. But it's a good way to start doing this now once you get the 4 set. So, pre-pot, before the poll, pre-pot, then I'll do my Avenging Wrath, followed by Seraphim if I have that going. Then I'll go Avenger's Shield, then I'll do Judgment. Another way is you do Judgment, then Avenging Wrath, Avenger's Shield. But since I have the 4 set, I want to go Avenger's Shield, Judgment to see if it procs to give me another free Avenger's Shield. Then I'll just go ahead and go Blessed Hammers. Technically, I forgot to say, put Consecration down at all times. Make sure Consecration is down on your feed because your abilities get amped up or whatever you want to call it. So technically, I screwed that up. Sorry. So let's do that again. It's pre-pot, Avenging Wrath, Seraphim. Then I go Avenger's Shield, Judgment to see if I get another Avenger's Shield. Then if I do, I'll use it again. I'll use Blessed Hammer twice. I think I screwed it up again. I think I did. Yeah. Oh well. Well, Consecration, put it down, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Before I screw it up again. But yeah, so Blessed Hammers. Try and save at least 1 charge to show the righteous at all times. It also works as a mitigation move. So there's that. You also have your abilities like Eye of Tear. And Argent Defender, Guardians of the Ancient Kings. I can't really go into details on your defensive cooldowns on like how to use them because every fight is different. So when a boss hits his hardest, I guess I could use Kill Jaden for example. Kill Jaden hits really hard for Prot Paladins. Most of the time, you're going to need 3 cooldowns when he uses Soul Claws on a Prot Paladin. That's just how it is. So, first couple of Fall Claws, I'll use Shield of the Righteousness. Third Fall Claw, I'll use Eye of Tear. And I'll try to use my trinket here, Leviathan's Hunger, which heals me back up. I forgot to say, before I forget, trinkets. Pretty much for the trinkets you want are stat sticks. If you can find one with strength and haste, you're gonna use. Or I'm using the Leviathan's Hunger, which is pretty decent. I would say get the Dark Moon trinket, but since it's not gonna, you can't upgrade it anymore in 7.3. It's pretty much gonna be useless once the new raid comes out. Or I think so, anyway. I think so. There's probably going to be better trinkets. I could see that armor trinket being a lot better now. That's in the new raid, but... Stat sticks, I have 2 haste trinkets. Right now, one's a DPS one, but it still has haste on it. Haste is awesome. Anyway, let's go ahead and see the rotation in action, shall we? So again, I pre-pot, Avenging Wrath, Seraphim, and then Avengers, Judgment. Oh, see, I got a proc right there. Oh, I technically got 2 procs, so that sucked. I forgot to put Consecrate down. I used to have a weak aura that says, hey, moron, Consecrate. But it's not showing up. And then say if a boss is like about to hit me real hard, I'll be like, oh, I have Tear. Yeah, you can't hit me now, can you? And as you can see, I'm always constantly hitting Avenger's Shield when it's up. No, it didn't give me that. Oh, there we go. I'm also making sure Consecration is up 20, or try to. As you can see, I did screw it up. Use Seraphim on cooldown if you have... I usually tend to wait until I have 3 charges again. And then boom, 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 boom. And another thing, more haste you get, the faster you can hit these buttons, and it just makes it really fun. That's why I love Prot Paladins. They just, with a bunch of haste, they just feel great. Ooh, boss about to hit again. Hard. Boom. I used, what's it called? Ardent Defender. I always forget that name. Ooh, Light of the Protector. Light of the Protector, before I forget. You can technically use that on cooldown when you're like low on health, but I think that's gonna do it. Let's get Bell right here. Get over here. Anyway, get out of combat. Anyway, that's about it. I'm still in combat. One more thing, the Netherlight Crucible. This is the first week of 7.3, so don't have access to it yet. But the traits are random in the Netherlight Crucible, so what I would say is try to find the traits on the relics that have haste on them. Like there will be some traits that like have 2 stats on them. Try to get like the haste mastery or haste first ones. Try to get the anything that increases your damage would be good too. Like say if there's a trait that increases Avenger's Shield, that'd be good. Or if you want to go more survivability ones that like increases, like say, I'm not sure if this is one, but time on Archer Defender or increases how much health you have on Archer Defender. Again, I'm not sure. Didn't do much with the Neverlight Crucible. I saw some stats on some classes, so I'm not sure, or traits, so I'm not really sure what's all going to be in there. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Tell me what I need to improve on. These new videos I'm doing I'm still kind of new at it. I have done videos like this in the past, but I'm relearning. These are more quick, dirty videos. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.